Hey everybody, how's it going? Wayne Euler here, just driving in a very overcast gray day with rain everywhere. I was heard this week at church that when they put the armory in Vienna here, the reason that they put it in all these years ago was because that this area of the country received so much cloud cover throughout the year that it would be, a great place to put an armory for the military because anyone flying over wouldn't even be able to see it most days of the year, right? It's exciting. But anyhow, I'm just getting back from a meeting. Met with a new person in my business on my team, and it was an awesome meeting. And just want to share a minute some of my experience with the meeting. This person is new to my business. And there are people in front of me driving like morons. No, there are what we call income generating activities. These are activities that you do that can directly, what's the word I want to say, end in a financial gain, okay? And then sometimes there's activities that are more personal development, character development, relational development, these sorts of things. And that's a lot of what today was. And we had a really good chat, and there was a few things that came out during it that I thought were awesome and had reminded me of things that I've shared before and with people. And it's amazing that when somebody shares their heart with you and they're willing to be vulnerable and they're willing to share, whatever's going on in their life and whatnot, like that is something that, you should never take advantage of and never think lightly of, because this person is just sharing from their heart. And when the person does that, I mean, you have the opportunity to squash it and trample it or cradle it and speak life into it. It's amazing because the power of life and death is in the tongue. And so anyhow, a few of the things that I shared were just, we talked a little bit about some limiting beliefs. So what is a limiting belief? I learned this from a friend of mine named Randy. So limiting belief is that belief that tells you something about you that's really not true, and yet you choose to believe it. An example could be that you might say, I'm not a confident person. Is that you? Or I'm not a outgoing person. Or I'm not someone that could sit here while they're driving into a video like this crazy Wayne guy's doing. I don't have enough self-esteem to even do a video. And I bet you, many of you, if you think about it, you've been saying that for a very long time. And in this person's situation, it's been 40-some years that they were saying a few things. And so if you listen to a person's heart, because, out of the mouth comes a person's heart, you can hear their heart. And you hear these things, you can choose to impact and affect them if you choose. I know that's one of the things that we talked about. You're not how you feel. A friend of mine, Rex, always says you can go from I don't know what he says, depressed to horny in like 3 seconds. Your feelings, your emotions can change so rapidly. So he says, you're not how you feel, but you're how you decide. You're what you decide. So what have you decided about yourself today? Have you decided that you're not confident, or that you can't talk to people, or that nobody wants to hear what you have to say, or that you'll never amount to anything, or that you're stuck at this job and there's nothing else out there for you? What have you decided about yourself today? And just choose to decide differently. That's all it is to it. It's really not that hard. You just got to decide. And so that was one of the things we talked about. And it's interesting when you just help people with seeing these limiting beliefs in themselves and then encouraging them and letting them know that, hey, you are confident and God made you to shine and to be a deliverer of a message or to an encourager or whatever. So anyway, it's an awesome meeting. And at the end of the meeting, I said, listen, from when we met to now, are you any different? Am I leaving you any different than when I first met you? Oh, pothole. And they said, oh my gosh, 100%. I'm 100% more confident. I'm 100% more encouraged. I'm 100% more understanding of what's going on, whatever. And that to me is worth more than money. That to me is more valuable than an income generating activity, because that's the beginning to a more meaningful life for this person. You have to begin with the end in mind. In order for things, these are just some of the things I was sharing. In order for things to change, you got to change. I don't know if you realize that, but if you're tired of getting what you keep getting, that means you have to start doing something different, because where you are today in your life and what you're getting is a direct result of what you've been doing. So it's funny because you probably want something different, you want something more, something better, but you just don't realize that maybe to get to that, you need to start doing some things different today so you can get what it is that you want tomorrow. Does that make sense? So, in order to get what you want tomorrow, you need to probably start sacrificing some things that you're doing today. That's it. That's all there is to it. So my question to you is, when is the last time you affected somebody rather than somebody affected you? Or infected you? Maybe somebody infected you recently, right? With their negativity and their doubt, whatever. When's the last time you had a positive effect on somebody and affected their life in a positive way, and when they left they left a better person than when they first met you? To me, that's the most amazing reward. That's the most amazing feeling that I get, is when I've done something to help someone in need, no matter what that is. Hey, that's just a little bit of inspiration, a little bit of the heart of Wayne. And I'm going to let you go now. So, hope you have a fantastic Thursday. Tonight, I'm going to be having an inspirational conference call. If you're in the U.S., you'll want to call 760-569-7676. That's 760-569-7676. And the PIN number is 136326. That's 136326. 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I have 3 speakers on. One of them is going to be talking about potential, and the other 2 are very successful people that are going to be talking about some awesome stuff as well. So don't miss it. I'm telling you, we will leave you better at the end of the call than when you first came on the call. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye now.